Good morning, everyone. Welcome to handwriting. So at school we would normally have our handwriting lessons, and now that we're at home we can still have our handwriting lessons. All you have to do is watch the video really carefully, listen to what the teacher is saying, and make sure that you have the materials for this lesson. So you will need a lead pencil. I'm going to use a marker, but that is so that you can see. But you need a lead pencil. You will also need the sheet for today. So today we are focusing on the letter A and how to write that. You will also need to be sitting at a table and sitting on a chair. So before we begin, let's start with a rhyme that helps you to remember some of the things you need to do before you start your handwriting. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are my feet flat on the floor? Now your feet might not touch the floor, but what it means is we're not swinging our feet around, we're sitting up, our bottoms are on our chair, and our feet aren't moving around and doing all sorts of funny things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, are my feet flat on the floor? 5, 6, 7, 8, is my back up nice and straight? So when we write, we need to make sure that our back is straight. We don't need to sit up like robots, but we shouldn't be trying to hug our work. If we're trying to hug our work, we will get a bad back. So please make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. 9, 10, 11, 12. This is how my pencil is held. So when you hold your pencil, you need to use your thumb, your first finger, and your second finger. Okay? And when we hold it, here is the tip of our pencil, and our fingers are maybe about 4 centimeters back from the tip of our pencil. We don't want it in too close, otherwise it's going to put a lot of stress on our hand and our fingers, and our writing will come up very dark. And we don't want it too far away either, because otherwise we lose control of our pencil. So we want it just at the right spot. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, are my feet flat on the floor? 5, 6, 7, 8, is my back up nice and straight? 9, 10, 11, 12, this is how my pencil is held. 13, 14, 15, 16, now we're ready to start our writing. One more thing I will say though, is the hand that you don't write with, your other hand, that needs to go on your page so that your page doesn't move around while you're trying to write. Okay, that's really important. Let's start with your name. So it says, my name is. All right, we are going to write your name. So I'm going to write my name, but you're going to write your name because we don't have the same name. But I will show you how I write my name so that you can think about the letters in your name. So for example, my name starts with an M for Mrs. Now my capital letters start at this top dotted line. So I'm going to start up here, I'm going to put my pencil on the page and go down and touch the bottom solid line. Now we would be doing this for all capital letters, any capital letter, and our names start with a capital letter. I'm going to put my pencil back on the page and I'm going to go down, up, down, a bit like making a V, and then one more stroke. I'm going to take my pencil off the page. I'm going to write my R, so it's a bit like a tree in that here's the main part of the tree, and then we come back up and we branch. It's like making a branch, we branch out. You should have this nice little triangle happening here. And then the S, so S starts just a little bit below the line over here, snakes around, nice and curvy, snakes around, nice and curvy, down the bottom, touches the bottom line, taking our pencil off. I'm going to leave a finger space because we always leave finger spaces between our words. So I'm leaving a finger space. I'm going to start my P. Remember, capitals up on the top dotted line, going down. And then I'm going to take my pencil off. I'm going to come up to the top and I'm going to go around, and that's going to finish on that top solid line. bit like a backwards C. Now an R, so you've seen it before, like the tree going down, coming up, branching out. And then I, straight down between the two solid lines, take it off, and a dot. And then O, so O starts over here, and it goes around, down, touches the line, comes up. And then R, so R is on the top solid line, goes down, branches out, and there we go, Mrs. Pryor. Now let's look at the letter A. So the letter A looks a bit like a fish, big lips and a tail. This is lowercase a and this is capital A or uppercase A. I think they look different from each other. They don't look the same, but they are the same letter. They are both A. So I'm going to show you how to write lowercase a or little a. So we start over here near the fish's tail and we put our pencil down, we go to the left, round. It's a bit like the shape of an oval. It's not a circle. We come up and we go down again. Now I didn't take my pencil off the page while I did that, so please make sure that you don't take your pencil off the page. We don't want to do this because then we can see that doesn't look the same as this. Okay, it's just like this, nice and round, like an O. Keep it on there and go down. And you'll be able to make a perfect A. Alrighty, we will get on to tracing our lowercase a. Please watch me carefully. I'm going to pay attention to where the starting dot is, and I'm also going to pay attention to these little arrows that are helping to tell me which way to go. So here's the starting dot. This arrow is pointing to the left, so I'm going to go to the left, and then this arrow points up and down. So watch very carefully. I'm starting on the starting dot, and I'm going around, following that arrow, down on the dotted line, touching the bottom line, coming up, and going down again. And I have traced that. Now I'm going to get you to trace your line of A. When you do that, please take your time. Do it carefully. This is not a race. When we race, that's when we make some of our silly mistakes. So I'm going to finish my row of A. You can do the same. If you need more time, you can always pause this video. So I'm taking my time, going slowly, going around, down, up, back down again. Around, down, up, and back down again. And you'll notice I'm starting at the same dot every single time. It will be the same every single time you write an A. There we go. And that is my row of lowercase a. If you have a look at it, lowercase a fits in between these two dark solid lines. They don't go above and they don't go below. This is also what we call a body letter. So we talk about letters having a head, a body, and a tail. And this letter is a body letter. Alright, now it gets on to writing our own A's. So first we'll trace this one, but then we're going to write our own. So starting over here, starting on the starting dot, going around, down, up, and down again. Now this time I have to be careful because I can't see exactly where my finger spaces will be. It's not there for us to just trace. So I'm going to leave a finger space. I'm going to start on my starting dot. I'm going to go to the left, down, around, and up, and down again. Looking good. I'm going to leave another finger space, and I'm going to go around, down, around, up and down again. I'm going to leave another finger space, going to go around, up, down. I'm going to leave another finger space. I'm going to go around, down, up, and down. I'm going to leave another finger space, and I'm going to go around, down, up, down. And I've completed my row of lowercase a. Now I'm going to have a look at them, and I'm going to think about how well I did. So I can see that all of them are in between the two solid lines. I can see that the shape of them, the shape is looking good. They're looking like ovals and not like circles. And I can see that I've left good finger spaces. They're all about the same size. Awesome. Well, I'm happy to keep going. If you need to pause the video so you can finish that line, then that is fine. Okay, now we're on to capital A. Now you need to watch very carefully because capital A is drawn or written differently from lowercase a. Capital A starts at the top. It's a bit like, it kind of looks like an upside down V, but we don't write it like an upside down V. We start at the top where the starting dot is. Now this says 1 and it's got an arrow pointing down. I'm thinking that this is the first stroke that we are going to do. So I'm going to put my pencil on the page. I'm going to go down and follow that very slowly and carefully. Take it off. Okay. Now there's 3 and there's 2. Well, 1, 2. So I'm going to do 2 next. So I'm going to put my pencil back on that starting dot and I'm going to go down and follow that line and take my pencil off. And then this one says 3 and it's got an arrow going that way. So we start here and we go to the right. So from left to right. So I'm going to put my pencil on the page and I'm going to cross that. So it gets crossed on the line. And that is capital A or uppercase A. So now I'm going to carefully and slowly complete my line of uppercase A. So remembering we can't start wherever we want. We have to start from the same place. And we have to do it in the same order. So that's 1, 2, 3. So watching me, going down. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And if I have a look at what I've done, I'm happy with what I've done. I'm looking, I can see that they're touching that top dotted line because that's where the capitals start from. I can see that I've followed the dotted lines, the tracing lines very well. And I know that I did it in the right order. I did 1, 2, 3 on each of those. Great. I'm happy to move on. If you still need time though, remember you can always pause your video. So let's go down to the 2 words that we have. Oh, we've got fruit. So our word is apple. 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 And the E is silent. So let's write apple. Watching me carefully, we're going to start here where we started every other time for lowercase a. We're going to go around to the left, down, touch the bottom, come up and down. P, please watch carefully because P's got a body and a tail. So we're starting here, we're going down. Now keep your pencil on the page, come back up and then branch out like we do with the R. We're going to go around, join that up, There's another P, so we'll get a second chance. So starting here, we're going to go down, keep it on, keep it on, keep it on, come up, keep it on, keep it on, keep it on, branch out, going around, joining up. L, so we start at the top and we go straight down. That one is easy, but we still need to take our time and be careful. And E, remember E starts in the middle. It's a bit of an odd bod because it doesn't start from the top like most of the other letters. So it starts in between these two lines. It's a body letter, starting in the middle, making a loop, coming up and around, and letting go. I'm going to do that again. Please watch carefully again, and remember you can rewind the video a bit if you would like to watch this again. So I'm starting here, I've got my other hand on the page, holding it still, going around, taking my time, up and down, P going down, trying to make sure I stay on that line, there we go, and around, joining, another P, down, up, around, joining, L, and E from the middle, making a loop and taking a pencil off the page. Excellent. Wonderful. Now guys, if you can write an A, then the great thing is that you will also be able to write D. You can also write G. But you have to get this stroke right, okay, so that you can write your other letters too. If you like, you may now colour in your apple. You can also colour in your big lips fish. And if you would really like to, you can colour in your border around your sheet. So, thank you for completing this handwriting lesson on the letter A. Hope you have a great day. Bye.